In April 1944, as the Red Army drove the German forces out of Crimea, Soviet troops pursuing the retreat uncovered something few could have imagined. Beyond the shattered bunkers and scorched earth around Balaclava lay an entrance carved into the rock, sealed by massive blast doors that had withstood years of war. On April 18th, Sergeant Nikolai Volkov stood with his squad as explosives cracked the iron barrier. What they found beyond was no ordinary stronghold. The air was not heavy with dust and soil. Instead, it carried the sharp tang of diesel and the electric bite of high-voltage systems still humming in the darkness. The men stepped into a world of astonishing human effort and cold, precise engineering. Before them stretched a tunnel that cut through solid granite like a knife through cloth. This was not a simple bunker. It was a hollowed mountain, a secret city built underground by thousands of forced laborers whose faded shoes and skeletal remains lay buried in the concrete of the walls. They had been worked without mercy, their deaths absorbed into the very fabric of the structure they were forced to build. Here, miles beneath the Crimean hills, the Germans had constructed docks for submarines, hidden dry slips where hulks of war could be serviced and sent back into the sea, unobserved by Allied reconnaissance. Ventilation shafts rose to the surface, disguised as bushes and crags, breathing life into this hidden nest. The facility was bomb-proof, invisible to every scout plane and spy network. As Volkov's unit secured the lower galleries, an officer found a set of schematics pinned to a rusting board and a manifest that made their blood run cold. This was no ordinary repair station. It was part of a plan the Nazis had codenamed Project Ursel. According to the documents, German engineers had been converting U-boats to serve as mobile launch platforms for V-1 cruise missiles. These weapons, mounted on specially modified submarines, were intended to strike at the heart of the Soviet war machine. Their primary target was the oil refineries at Tuapse on the Black Sea, vital to the Soviet advance. Worse, the manifest noted that one prototype, designated U-24, had already slipped out of the hidden docks before the Red Army's assault. On the morning of April 19th, Lieutenant Sokolov, flying an old seaplane, spotted a strange wake cutting across the copper surface of Balaclava's waters. The submarine broke the surface to test its lethal cargo. With no hesitation, Sokolov dove into a barrage of anti-aircraft fire and dropped depth charges. The explosion sheared the submarine in two and sent the prototype's deadly payload flying in a ball of flame. The threat was ended. The secret base was sealed, its story buried by Soviet authorities. For decades, Object 825 remained erased from every map, its silent corridors standing as a somber reminder of the ingenuity and horrors of total war.